Hey guys, so today I want to compare the camera app in iOS 6 versus iOS 7. Let's take a little close look here. So we do have the camera app here. Oh, almost dropped it. So you can see first of all, it has a new icon there at the top. You can see it has this little, there we go, camera. Here we go. Personally do prefer iOS 6 version here. So let's see here if we can bring up some kind of phone that we can have. A phone with some battery life. Maybe my Note phone. So let's put it down over here. So we do have iOS 6 versus iOS 7. Of course, iOS 6 here on the right side, or iOS 6 on the left side with the black iPhone, and then iOS 7 here on the right side. So the best feature here, the first awesome feature here, of course, in iOS 7 is that you can swipe between your modes. So you can swipe to panorama mode, you can swipe to square mode, which I think is for Instagram. I can't tell for sure though, but it could be because of that. And then you have the normal photo mode and of course HDR mode up there at the top, and then the video mode. So you swipe between all the different modes. Definitely better UI than this UI here where you have to tap down here. You can only choose between two modes, and that is camera and video mode. Also, if you want to, of course, you can see this panorama mode here that we do have in iOS 7. If you want to enable that inside of iOS 6, we have to go up here and tap on no, not HDR, but tap here on panorama mode, and just some extra time there to get to that option compared to on the new iOS 7. HDR, of course, also you have to tap here one extra, while here in iOS 7 you can just tap here and instantly go to HDR mode to be on. And then let's see here, grid. This kind of grid mode, it could actually be that they have totally removed that. Let's see here. Yeah, that could be the case that they totally removed that, maybe because people didn't use it that much. That can be one of the reasons why they might have removed it. You can also see here in terms of the button there, that's a little bit changed. Here in iOS 7, it's a little bit more white and black in terms of the whole UI. You can see there at the top, you have the flash mode here on both. Pretty much the same here. Other than that, I mean, it's not super many different features on both these two. You can see that they take pictures around the same time. And if you want to, and this is one new thing here, if you want to go watch your pictures, you have to tap down here in iOS 7. But in iOS 6, you can just swipe like so to get to that mode, and then you can swipe back. I actually do think that the swiping there is a little bit more cool and awesome. Let's see here if we want to change to video mode. You can also see there the button layout change. And you can see here that you can see the time up there over here. For a long time we're recording over here, it's down there. They do it about the same time there. Also, of course, in photo mode, it feels actually super weird after you've been playing around with iOS 7's camera app to go back to iOS 6, because you're so used to be able to swipe easy across the UI. You do have the filter mode, of course, here if you are in pictures. So you can have one here. You have mono, the tonal, nor, what else? Fade, none, chrome, process, transfer, instant. Let's see here if we can try this one. You can simply enable it. And it just takes a picture, same speed there as it's always been done. And you can also see when you use a filter, this one goes to a different color. I'm not going to go over all of these here, but you can see how quick how quick you can snap between having a filter and not have a filter. And it could also be because of the new beta 5 that I'm using at the moment that it's just that quick. So that's also one of the favorite feature here with iOS 7, that camera app. Other than that, it's mostly about the same here. You have a button up here, of course, if you want to change to the front-facing camera. So you can do that if you would like. You can see it's about the same speed there as well. You can see here when we go in and out. Let's see here. You kind of get that kind of blur effect here in iOS 7 versus here it's just that look like a camera that's closing down. So just a little bit different there in terms of the UI. And of course also if you want to multitask here, you can definitely see here in the new iOS 7 that you can see here like a view here, a preview of what's going on in that app. Once you did close it down, here it's just a silly little icon and you don't see anything what's happening. So just quickly overview look there and the comparison between iOS 6 versus iOS 7 and 7's camera app. So have a good day.